And it all started with a little buzzword called workflow. Welcome back, or if you didn't see the first video, welcome. My name is Lori Gaelic. In the first video, I explained the formula fixed mindset culture plus Gen AI equals automated mediocrity. And in this video, I'll begin to explain one more formula. Growth mindset culture plus Gen AI equals endless opportunity for organizations in L&D. Growth mindset cultures are essential alongside generative AI because technology alone cannot drive transformation. Human adaptability, continuous learning, and psychological safety dictate whether AI becomes a competitive advantage or an organizational risk. If an organization has a fixed mindset, learning in the flow of work just means delivering content that nobody feels motivated to use. It is another status quo solution that is just about compliance. Perhaps this is why companies are struggling right now. The factoids presented next illustrate the reality. I'll let you scan these data points for a moment. What do you take away from this? For me, the stats show the disconnect between executive leadership perception and employee reality. 88% of executives want a growth mindset, but only 14% have a culture that supports it. This tells me that today's urgent problem is structural. If the cultural foundation is broken, embedding content into the flow of work is just automating a flawed system. Eventually, yes, smart delivery mechanisms will be a part of the way we add value. But right now, we have bigger fish to fry. We have to help mend the cultural foundation so we can then begin to carve out our value as veterans of the L&D industry in new and exciting ways. I'm releasing this video in July of 2026. I have another video that addresses the human aspect in greater detail, so I'll keep this brief here. There are many AI use case scenarios, 4 are pictured here. Every single one of these companies is failing because they have a human sourcing strategy problem, not a technology problem. They are failing to realize that AI success depends entirely on the specific human talent feeding, managing, and overriding the models. When a company skips the cultural reset, they default to legacy behaviors. Hiring for compliance, company C, hiring for cheap speed, company A and B, or chasing tech hype over depth, company D. Companies are building learning ecosystems in these failing models, and many in our oversaturated industry are trying to adapt to this backwards implementation or just not adapting at all. I want to offer a snapshot of how I see things today. If you look horizontally from left to right, organizations on the left are trying to get to the middle, or they are in the middle, not moving anywhere. This can be attributed to the humans interfacing with the technology. And it really boils down to one thing, which is the culture. The technology infrastructure to support the future of work is getting there, but the organizational structure needs to catch up. Organizations are sourcing, keeping, or getting rid of talent based on the middle bucket. This is why organizations aren't seeing ROI and why L&D is at a crossroads. The thing is, I am not even sure that some organizations know there is that third bucket. It's always been there, maybe not powered by technology, but it is the reason that L&D has had trouble defining performance in the past, because as a collective group, we were defining performance, value, and impact based on the status quo. Am I making any sense here? I hope so. So what now? Right now, L&D can partner with their HR colleagues to build the bridge architecture that turns abstract desire into daily behavior, helping to define the standard. By defining the standard together, HR and L&D change the definition of value. Value is no longer just what you know about the legacy system. Value now includes how effectively you adapt to the new system, and for leaders, how to coach others to do the same. It forces legacy talent to step out from behind their shield of expertise. By shifting to this bridge architecture, L&D abandons the exhausting push system of forcing training modules onto workers who actively resist them. Instead, defining clear behavioral standards transforms learning into an organizational pull system. Vision, mission, values, and goals. It starts there. When a growth culture is structurally defined, continuous learning ceases to be a top-down mandate. It becomes the natural currency of daily work, drawing employees in because adapting is the only visible way to succeed. Ultimately, we stop chasing employees with content. By partnering with HR to architect the environment, we create a gravity well, where the workforce naturally pulls learning into their daily routines just to thrive. Nothing says what's in it for me like an opportunity to master a skill you actually care about. That is the performance angle of this. In a growth culture, continuous learning and growth are at the core of everything. Think for a moment of the traditional performance review on a 1 to 5 scale. 3 meets expectations. It's the performance baseline, the status quo. When you design an architecture incorporating continuous learning and adaptation, the path to achieving 4 and 5 becomes less subjective and more concrete. But the entire performance evaluation process may also change. Continuous feedback allows employees to correct mistakes and learn in the moment, making learning the core mechanism for improvement rather than an afterthought. But this is only scratching the surface of considerations and why the right humans must be behind the execution of all of this. This is where I add my value, and to my fellow growth-minded colleagues of L&D and HR, how you can add your value right now and moving forward. I have more to say on the collaboration piece, but I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, and I will end this one here. I do envision another video after this one, which focuses on the VMVG reset button, including the initial and ongoing partnership between structural leadership and learning and development. My motto is a simple throwback to one of the 7 habits of highly effective people. Begin with the end in mind. If the goal is value, growth, and moving past the status quo, you'll want to look for the release of that video. I'm ready for a conversation when you are, and my contact information is available next. I'm Lori Gaelic, and together we'll mend the cracks of your organization and strengthen the seams of learning and development.